Hi everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is actually my first YouTube channel. I've had some people ask me to do tutorials, and so I thought I would try it. So bear with me as I learn all things new to YouTube. This is a design team project for the Junk Journal Studio. I created a little journal out of file folders, and I'll try to find the YouTube channel of the person who, and I don't even really know the name of the person that I saw them, put together kind of this like file folder. My measurements are a little bit off, and because I made my journal really chunky like I typically do, it's a little bit different. It turned out different, but I used several of the Junk Journal Studio's fall kits, and I just love these kits. I love fall crafting. I think I've figured out that in addition to pink, which is my favorite color, I really like orange. Like, my eye attracts to orange, and I think that's one reason I really love all of the fall crafting, because I like the color orange. So these kits are really beautiful, and they're big. There's an embellishment kit. This is the 32 pages, the Fall Bounty. All things fall, distress numbers and tickets and tags. I used that one. I also used the Fall Collage and Cluster Mega Pack, and I mean, it is mega. 37 pages. I don't even think I used half of the ephemera that's in this kit, which is great because I can use it for additional projects. So I used the Autumn Wonder digital kit, and then also the Fall Bounty journal pages, the kit one. And I collaged this entire journal, which the cover, and you'll see as we flip through. I love it. I had a lot of fun making this journal because the collage look was just so fun to make. So this, I used a die cut from Sizzix, and I think it's called Falling Leaves, I think. So this opens up, and I made a little pocket here and put a ticket and a little ephemera piece. And you'll see I just kind of like tore and inked up. I used gathering twigs and carved pumpkin, distressed ink to kind of just like ink up everything. And then this flips open again, and this is like one of my favorite pages here. I love all the tickets. I love the look of collage tickets. It reminds me of a fall kit from Simple Stories. I think it's called Autumn Breeze. I don't know. There's a page in there that has all these tickets, and so I just like collaged the tickets together. And of course, these like super, super cute bunnies are in this kit, which of course I love. And then this opens up this way. Again, collage. This is a little die cut I added. And then I made a little belly band out of some of the ephemera leaves and put some little journal cards in there. And tied it closed. See if I can get this open. Here we go. And then again, just, tore the edges of all the papers and collaged them. Of course, super cute bunny. And here I used a pumpkin die cut that I have. And I created a pocket out of it, put a little journal card. This darling, there's lots of cute squirrels in here and deer. And then I started my journal. Now, I should have probably made my journal, I should have created like 3 signatures to try to get it to lay a little flatter because I should know myself well enough by now that I just chunk up all of my journals. The journal pages, I just end up, it's like it looks really great, and then, it's like it looks like there's enough room, and then I start decorating it, and it just becomes huge. So this page there's these really pretty sunflowers that it's like a half of a sunflower, and I created like little pockets out of them. So there's like, this is like 1, 2, and then the third one's back there, and just added some little ephemera pieces in there. Added a little envelope and made this like a little pocket there. And then this, I used a little tag. I love this page, of course, because the orange and the writing on there. Little side pocket. And then the way I glued it down, I just left this open for a little pocket. And then this darling little sassy squirrel. I love, love, love. Another little ticket there. And then on this page, there's some apple pies in there. Reminds me of Apple Hill so much. And I just made little pockets out of the little apple pies. And just tuck some ephemera pieces in there. Really pretty, pretty ephemera in there. Pretty owls. Lots of mushrooms in this kit. I tried to leave some pages a little blank. I did cut out some of the mushrooms and added them to this page. And then when I splattered the gathering twigs, the distressed ink in the carved pumpkin, I also used this gilded wax, but it didn't splatter as well as I would have liked. And I obviously, user error there. I think I used the wrong paintbrush, or I'm not quite sure. I don't know if you can water down gilded wax. I'm not sure. So later on, I ended up switching to this lunar paste, this Cosmic Shimmer lunar paste called Moonlight Gold. Watered it down, and I splattered that, and that went on a little bit easier. And then this is a little library pocket die cut that I added in here. The little library card, the library cards in the kit. Little collage piece with a doily die cut and this darling little bunny I love. Just some leaves. These pages are just so pretty. It's like I don't want to cover them up too much. Like some of them just, I don't want to add a pocket, but I did add some leaves and splattered. You'll see my gilding wax. See, it didn't splatter very well. Another little pocket, and just added a journal card. And then on this page, I used one of the pumpkin ephemera pieces and created a little pocket out of that. And I created a little collage. You call it a cluster, I think. It's a cluster with some of the different ephemera pieces. A little mushroom. Another really cute bunny. And a pocket with a little journal card. Yeah, see, like this page is just like, it's just such a neat page. I just splattered it and I added one of the butterflies that was in the ephemera kit. And then this page, I just added these little envelope die cuts that I had. And I left the envelopes open to tuck in some of these really cute ephemera pieces. Another little cluster. Little mushrooms. That's pretty. All those little mushrooms. And I think that's called cheesecloth. I think that's what that's called. Just added a mushroom, little ephemera piece there. And then this, I created a belly band out of the calendar. And then the way these tags print out, they print out like this. And so I'm like, and there's a little bit of space, and I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna score this and make it like a little folio on its own. So that's what I did. And then I added a little pocket in here with a little envelope, another pocket. Look at these pretty deer. And then just tucked that around the belly band. I think I just splattered that page. Ephemera piece I added another little envelope with these. There's tons of like really pretty stamps in this kit. I love them. You see, now you can see some of the glitter, the lunar paste. It's glittery gold. Another little cluster, an ephemera piece. And then this page I printed twice and cut out this little centerpiece with the fox and the leaves and just popped it up on a little bit of foam. I just thought it was so pretty. I just wanted to add that. Another cute little squirrel with some sentiments: grateful, thankful, blessed. And this, I love this. So I took these die cut leaves and created a little belly band, and then this darling squirrel and acorn, and then just made a little belly band out of that. Let's look at that pretty little postcard. It's part of the kit. And then this, so this you'll see later on, I did this like little one-page wonder, and I wanted to make it a little bit smaller to fit in this journal. So I cut this piece off, and I thought, well, I'm just going to use that little scrap and just glue a piece of ephemera on it. And these little ladies, look at these cute little fall ladies. They're pretty. So another little ephemera piece tucked into that pocket. I like the little postcard pockets. I think they're so pretty. And then just some splatters. I don't think I put anything on this page. Yeah, lots of writing space. Another little circle die cut. And then this little envelope comes in the kit, and it has sunflowers on it, and so I have a sunflower die cut, and just inked up a bunch of papers and stamped the paper with a watercolor paper with some text stamps. You can't see them really well in here. You can see the text a little bit. But anyways, I did that, and then I just added a little magnet closure for the little pocket to put these pretty little journal cards in. And then there's lots of pretty stamps in here. And this started to be a belly band, but I glued the first one down, and I thought, well, I guess I'm just gluing them all down. But I like how that looks. I love all the stamps. And then I love this page, that like kind of dictionary-ish looking page is really pretty. And then this is a little, like, I think it's I don't know what it's called, a tri-fold, like out of a pockets out of a book page that I inked up. And you'll see it better now. Look at those owls. Owls are really pretty too. So I really inked up the book a lot. I like the look of the gathered twigs and the carved pumpkin together. I did both of them. I just thought it just looked really pretty. And then just a little sunflower and ephemera pieces on these pages. Another ephemera, little pocket, and this darling little bunny tag. I love it. This back tag, I collaged some of the tickets and then put the little bunny tag on there. So cute. And then this is the watercolor paper that I inked up and cut out the leaves. And so I just took I don't know, do you call this a negative space? I think it's a negative space. And I put some yellow vellum behind it and just like created a little pocket out of it. It's like a really pretty, like little page that's in the kit. It's so pretty. And then this is just an envelope that I covered actually with a napkin. I inked up the napkin and added a little cluster and put a little journal card inside there, and then a little belly band on the back. More of the mushrooms. And a little tuck spot behind the mushroom. And this was a watercolor paper. I used a embossing folder with leaves on, and a little sentiment from the kit, and then also created a pocket out of that. And just splattered that. This page, this is like a full collage sheet page that I cut out the bunny and the squirrel and the mushroom and the calendar. I just thought it looked so neat. And I did not pop it up on foam, even though I wanted to. I'm like, okay, I've already like chunked this thing up enough. A little ephemera piece here. I love this little like Miss Autumn. It's so cute. Oh, this opens kind of like this. So another little pocket with another cute little bunny. Little journal card. Little tag with the cute little squirrel. when you put this together, you can fold it this way or you can fold it this way, however you want. And then this October little poem. And then the back page, I did another die cut pumpkin and just created a little pocket out of the pumpkin. Actually, there's one here. There's one here, a little tag. And then this is the one page wonder that I cut off earlier that I was showing you. And I'll do a tutorial of how to use the 8.5 by 11 sheets of paper. I followed a gal that did a 12 by 12 and did this. Anyways, it's just like, it has these little pockets in there with these little ephemera pieces. And I love all the ladies, the fall ladies in this kit. Pretty. And then a magnet closure. And that's it. There's the back. My chunky spine. And there you go. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions or you'd like to see a tutorial on anything specific, please let me know. And let me know in your comments, do you like fall crafting? What is your favorite part of fall crafting? Okay, everybody, thank you so much and have a great day.